Antimage's shard is insanely underrated. Out of all the shards that are available in the game, some go from mediocre to good to necessary. And I would claim that Antimage's shard is leaning into the necessary category. And yet, nobody gets a hold of it despite its great numbers per acquisition from sites like DotA. Now, you could make the argument that shard's win chance comes from Antimage getting it from the second Roshan. But the reason for me making this video on it is because between the last 20 Antimages I've had on my team, not a single one got his shard, even from Roshan. So why do I make this claim and how do I justify it? Let's look at exactly what the shard does. Upon acquisition, Antimage's counterspell ability now gains a passive component to it. The passive component makes it so that the enemy heroes within 900 radius does 10% less spell damage, changing to 30% less if they're within 300 instead. The keyword here to remember is that it isn't just magic damage that gets reduced, but spell damage, and will have its damage output reduced, with the exception of certain physical abilities modified by base damage, such as Starbreaker from Dawnbreaker, Boundless Strike from Monkey King, or Sleight of Fist from Ember Spirit. What this means is that if you have a bristle going crazy with quills, spitting them out everywhere, you can reduce the damage they do to you and your team, even though they're based on physical damage. What's even more, this aura has the added benefit on working on all Antimage's illusions, meaning that if you know how to be obnoxious with your Manta illusions, or if you pair his shard with his Aghanim Scepter, you can apply the 30% less spell damage on anyone of your choice. Last of all, the damage is a flat 30% reduction, which only adds into your already existing defenses, since the spell reduction is a debuff that's placed upon enemies. This is the kind of number that makes a passive exile player salviate. I honestly believe that the shard has been implemented initially to give Antimage that extra oomph and let him fight relatively early, once he has his Manta preferably, and give him a chance of standing his ground, helping his team without being beholden to a BKB as much as other carries are. I hope to see more people open their eyes to just how amazing this shard really is. You're doing yourself and your team a huge favor by bringing this pocket race pack to the fight with you.